Going live.
Hello.
Good
Hello,
evening.
hello, 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 hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
Wood base.
just to let everyone know, Eli thinks tonight is going to be boring.
I did not.
Hello, Mythic.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh god, you sound dead.
Rude, dear.
It's okay. He's fine. I've had a very long, exhausting day.
What the fuck
Bloody
you
hell,
doing
isn't it only
here,
like
though?
4 o'clock?
It's 3.
Oh, it's close.
Go sleep, woman.
No,
3 in the
I
afternoon,
can't.
darling.
I'm not allowed to go to sleep for another 2 hours at minimum.
Why?
You sound so tired.
Why you not?
Eli,
Long
please
story
check
short,
the
I
chat.
had I get iron transfusions once a month.
Oh,
Oh, no.
And today was
You
iron
poor girl.
transfusion today, so I have to stay awake for a specific amount of time after the transfusion to make sure my body doesn't reject it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, hopefully we can keep you somewhat amused for the evening.
Mhm.
Afternoon.
My
what
plan
you
was
asked
to
me
just
to do.
kind of
according to Eli,
sit
it's gonna be
here
boring.
I mean, yeah,
and
according to Eli, it's going to be super boring tonight,
Right.
but we'll do our best.
my plan was just kind of to try to sit here and use you guys to keep me awake.
Oh, that we can do.
Yeah, I was about to say.
BT
I
Dubs,
will say
everyone's
though,
got
I
to start with a hydrate because Honey Badger has told you to get your liquids on.
Mhm.
do apologize because my brain immediately made an Avengers Iron Woman joke, and then followed by that's quite sexist. I thought we couldn't make women iron anymore, and then was like, yeah.
Oh,
I hear we're off to a good start.
we are, totally.
I have beans. You guys have never seen me with beans.
You have beans?
Means, Heinz.
I do have beans.
That's a very, very
Beans is what
British
we-
thing. Yeah, no,
beans are
beans
what
is
we-
beans is our term for dopamine. He's done something new and exciting today, so he's on a dopamine high.
Y'all bitches have never seen me when I'm actually have beans. You've just witnessed me
Whoa.
at half power.
We talking about
getting-
like refried,
you're
ranch
getting full
beans,
goose.
baked beans.
Oh, God,
We're
yeah,
British,
this
baked
is-
beans, obviously.
Hell yeah, on toast with cheese.
Oh, cheesy
Oh.
beanos.
Cheesy beans on toast.
Love cheesy beanos.
6 million parents on top as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Does that come with a side of disappointment?
Yeah, that's called
It does
being
not come-
British.
Kovi, you said you were at the parade the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where are you located between?
He's asking
Like-
what area of God's country
Yes.
are you located in?
I
Without
am
doxing
somewhere.
yourself.
I am somewhere just north of Yorkshire,
Oh,
but I
so
am from Yorkshire.
Right.
Obviously.
Because
Can't tell.
I am from Leeds originally. I'm from a little
Yeah.
mining village in Leeds.
And we're moving to
Oh.
York.
Mhm.
There's quite a few mining villages, but I'm also from a little mining village.
It is
Oh,
located
y'all are gonna
near.
have to hit each other's DMs and find out that you went
Right,
to
yeah,
the same
actually,
school
I'm
and
gonna
lived in the
ping
same
you
Does that
where
mean
village.
you'll be
from-
new to York?
I'll have to open up my DMs.
Uh,
I'll
What was
just
that,
add
Furby?
you. Hang on.
What was you were making a joke?
Does that mean you'll be new to York?
Yes. Yes, we will.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk around singing Alicia Keys. I feel like that probably went over people's heads.
Mhm.
Okay. Alicia Keys
Really?
is a singer, Eli.
Oh,
And
no.
she sang a song.
Oh, wow!
holy shit! Wait, how old are you?
Just turned 40 this year.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I was about to say, you definitely
Yeah,
didn't go
so
to
probably
school
not.
together
I
because
was
he's
gonna
like
say,
12.
no, you're like 14 years older than me. I
Yeah.
have a stepdaughter that's our age difference, but that is very close. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
What is the name of the song, Ari?
Do you know? I don't actually know. Is it Girl on Fire? No, it's not Girl on Fire.
No. In New York.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
Empire
concrete
State of
jungle.
Mind.
There
That's
you
what
go.
it's called.
Oh,
Empire State of
I
Mind.
am pretty sure I've heard that song.
She just screams New York
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
I've heard
Yeah.
that song. Yeah.
I suppose if I would have been more age appropriate, I could have said, I'll sing Frank Sinatra. That would have probably clicked better.
Rude.
Is
You're
it
not
rude because
wrong.
you also... Oh, come on, everyone knows New York, New York.
Yeah, no, everyone does know New York, New York.
So therefore, not rude. Correct.
Hmm.
Oh,
And plus,
Mythic's told us to
just 'cause I'm a
stretch.
bit older, you don't have to hit hit the older dynamic, you know.
Listen, right? I might be like middle age out of this group, but 9 times out of 10, I feel like the oldest. So don't worry about it. I keep saying that every child you have adds 10 years, but every neurodivergent child you had adds 20. So I'm actually well over 100.
I mean, you're already considered fucking. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, watch it, you. I know where you
Yeah,
live.
I'm over 100 as well in that case.
Have you got multiple spices?
Yes, 3 of them.
We have an entire spice rack.
We do have a spice rack.
Oh my god.
We want to start with the first topic.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh,
Have you? Has that one never crossed your mind before?
no, not at all.
You never thought.
Listen,
Oh,
my
we're-
brain is
Fuck.
mush 99% of the time.
Mhm.
Like, mush. Like, you could
Well, I do
pass...
try
can't...
give
I
it
know,
s-
I was going to say something, and then I know exactly what joke is going to be made, so I'm not even going to say it.
We can pass gas.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Ooh,
Tonight,
shivers.
we're doing... That was me cursing you.
That was rude.
No, tough shit. Anyway, tonight we're having a good old-fashioned book chat.
Mhm.
We haven't actually done one of these in ages. It's a Liz. Hello, Liz.
Hello.
So, who's reading what right now?
I am reading Gravehound. I am about a third through the book. And I'll add on to every other recommendation of Gravehounds that has been said in book club. It's good. It's fun.
Ah!
Hi, Luki.
Hi, Lukey.
I am currently reading A Court of Silver Flames and Dragonfall.
Ooh.
Do you want audiobooks or actual physical books?
Oh,
All of
neither
the
you
doesn't
above.
matter. Any
All
fan
of the
fiction,
above.
whatever.
Okay. I am reading Hawk, Nocticadia. The Stars. I'm rereading The Stars Are Dying. I am reading Hooked, and I am reading Part of Your World Twisted Tale series.
Nice. I've just
That's
got
pretty
eldest. I got her the Twisted Tales, the Nala and Scar one.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought her that one to try because she's trying to get into reading.
All of them except for the two newest ones.
Why?
There's like 14 of them, I think, at this point.
Yeah, we saw them. We've got a sort of. It's not even really a bookshop here. It's like a book and arts and crafts and other random stuff shop called The Works. If anyone else who is also from the UK can explain The Works better than that, please go ahead. But yeah, they
It's like an arts and crafts store basically, but
But
isn't it?
But you got rude.
You got cut off.
Yeah, you got cut off.
Just saying, it's a bit like an arts and crafts store, but with books as well.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's
But
like it's
it's-
not as
yeah.
it's
No, it's
not
not-
as
it's not-
arts and craftsy as like Hobbycraft. It's
No,
not.
it's
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 not
your-
a
it's your-
bookstore, but also it has other
Yeah.
random, like it has stationery bits, and it has like
Yeah.
sometimes they sell plushies, and sometimes they'll sell like board games, and it's just
right.
random.
It is your
shit.
alt girl
Hunt.
starter shop.
Hobby store, maybe?
It's
That's
your
not.
alt girl
That is
starter shop.
not
It's
a
I'm
bad
not
way.
wrong.
No, that's not a bad way
No,
to describe it. to
This
be
is
fair.
mine. Leave my cheese alone.
Yeah, you tell them to
Really,
leave
we
your
would
cheese
call it
alone.
like a hobby shop in Germany.
Kind of,
like-
but we have
look-
Like a hobby
but we have
bookshop,
like hobby
something
crafts
like that.
and
Oh,
stuff like that, and they are like
There's
aggressively hobbyist. This
There's
is
so
Yeah.
many
Right.
bad
Yeah.
jokes. There's so many bad jokes to make about hobby shops in Germany.
you are gonna hush, or I'm gonna
No.
server mute you.
oh,
Okay. Has anybody started any of the book of the month? Because we have two
I
this
did.
month. Which one have
I
you
I
started?
started the
The Little Reds.
Little Red Death.
yeah.
Stuff.
Same.
Yes,
Or
I'm
you?
like 75% through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
that hard.
We can't do spoilers, but
No, I'm not.
what are you thinking? Because I finished
It's
it.
very, very different from what I usually read. I would have never picked this up by myself, and I think it's kind of interesting
Mm-hmm.
because it grabs stuff you know about and gives it a new twist to it.
I have to say
And
that
I like the point of view.
the twist in the middle caught me very off
Yes.
guard. I think to that point I had
Understanding,
I had a good idea of what was going on, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see where this is going, and then I was like, oh shit, I did not see that coming.
Yes, same.
So in terms of like the mystery side of a murder mystery, it's definitely got that in droves. I do recommend it. I've finished both book of the months. And have also read 3 of the Nevermore Bookshop series, a fan fiction, and I started and soft DNF'd the Wisteria, I can't ever say this one right, Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels.
so like the League of Gentlemen, whatever the fuck.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I thought it was going to be Bridgerton, the murder mystery. And then they started talking about, oh, we're going to have to fly the house down to Cornwall. And I was like, okay, this has got elements in it I was not expecting. So I think I was just a bit overwhelmed because I've only got a few pages in, and it was suddenly just like trying to wrap your head around so many things that were happening. I think I just got a little bit overwhelmed with it. So I was like, I'm going to put you down for now and come back to you later.
I
DNF.
also soft DNF'd that one. For the exact same reason.
But the Wisteria Society.
Uh-huh.
Not the dunf.
Yeah, no, it just, yeah. Like, the first page was basically very, very Victorian. There's a young woman and she's reading to her maiden aunt, and they're sitting in their drawing room over tea, and you're like, okay, that's fine. And then there's like a knock on the door, and the aunt's like, oh, be careful, it's not pirates. And you're like, okay. And then it is a pirate, and apparently he's also an assassin, because they're actually pirates themselves and thieves. And you were like, okay. And then again, they were talking about flying the house, and I was like, wait, what? Now I'm confused. And this was in, like, I think I got like 7% in before I was like, I don't think I have the brain power to handle this right now. I'm going to come back to this later. I did also read so obviously our mystery book of the month was Little Red Death.
Did you?
And
Why?
the fantasy book was The Games
There's a
Gods
family
Play. I thought that was fantastic. So if you are more of a fantasy reader than a mystery reader, I do recommend our fantasy of the month. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Are you saying our books of the month are actually good this month?
I genuinely hope that is the consensus because I friggin' loved them both, and we've had such bad reviews of the prior months.
We have.
And so I'm like, please be the good month. Please. Because, it's not been a good run for us so far, I must say.
Hi, Riku.
Well, hopefully this one's better.
Well, because what we had, Quicksilver was the first one. That was 50-50. And then A Language of Dragons was unanimously shat
Meh.
on.
Yeah.
And then Shadows Between Us last month was basically not a negative review. It was just, I don't regret reading it, but I would not do it again.
Yeah,
correct.
We've seemed
And
to,
I
we've
will
seemed to
probably
have
recommend it to
everything but
specific
an we seem to have had everything but an actual like, oh my god, we love this.
Although technically speaking, we could technically say that our first book of the month was Onyx Storm in January because we did have the release party and a lot of us did read that together.
This is true.
And technically, so we did start on a high because as much as all of us were like, what the fuck, we did enjoy it.
Wait, you guys all liked Onyx Storm? The fuck?
Yep.
You can't say anything. You haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, you're not saying that was the joke.
Well, I'm currently, let's see, 86% through book 2 of the Lunaria book. The second book is Illuminance.
Ooh.
Yeah, the first book took me less than a day.
Yeah, I have to say I've been on a bit of a reading streak. So like the Nevermore ones, I decided, well, sod it, I'm just going to finish with those, and I can read through one of them in about 3 hours. So I ended up starting and finishing one completely last night, and was like, do I read the next one? No, I'll go sleep. But I have...
They were fairly short, right?
They are quite short. Which is probably
Also,
why it makes up for the fact that there's 9 of them.
Yeah, but also your should I read another one? No, I'll go sleep, and then I see messages from you at 02, so it would
Hey,
be.
that was not my fault.
Yeah,
that was
that
not my
wasn't your
fault.
fault.
That was evil child's fault. Who,
Okay.
who in the torture their own parent bullshit sets hourly alarms starting at midnight?
What? Why?
Maybe it was accidental.
It was not accidental.
No,
it
it's
was
not.
done
It's not.
absolutely on purpose.
Like,
When I told her this
Trying to give him
morning,
the benefit of the doubt.
no, and then I told her this
No.
morning, I was like, "Why did you set alarms?" She just fucking laughed at me.
Our son sets alarms at 5:59, 6, and 6:01 because he knows his phone unlocks at 6 o'clock.
Yep. So he sets one to say phone not unlocked yet, one to say phone unlocked now, and then one to say I can play on it now. And you're like, I hate you so much. But yeah, she set alarms for. It went off at midnight, and I turned it off, and I was like, okay, maybe she's tried to set it for like 12 p.m. or whatever. And then I didn't think anything of it. Got back in bed. Was just starting to like get to that eye stinging level of tired. Just thought I'm gonna put my phone down and go sleep, and it's the worst ringtone she's chosen because she's picked whatever Motorola's pop song is that sounds like a car advert from the 2000s.
Oh god.
And it's at full volume in a dead quiet house. Freaked me.
It's no wonder she's
fuck out.
falling into bed so much more often. It's because she's waking herself up.
Yeah, with bloody alarms. She had one set for every hour.
This is why when I take her back through to bed, she comes back in again.
Yep. basically just like, no, I cannot miss anything. And then she's knackered in the morning, and you're like, you're really tired. She's like, yeah, I didn't sleep well. I'm like, I fucking wonder why.
I wonder if it's because you set an alarm for every hour. Yeah.
But yeah, that all got turned off. So that's why I was in Discord at 1 a.m. because I needed to share the evil that is our youngest child.
Yeah, that's fair. I just saw, I saw message your name time. No, technically, I saw your name timestamp and went like, okay, I ain't dealing with this shit, and then I skipped.
Wow.
I
See,
mean,
look,
I
you
was
heard
up
it here
later than I should
first.
have been, but
Fuck.
No, okay. So
stuck in a
it's either children are evil or it's something that should have been dealt with before I got up in the morning, which is when I read it. So, so I could skip it.
No, I see
you
that.
know what?
You
I'm
see
gonna.
my name
You know
in
what?
the timestamp, and you go, "Oh, that's it. I'm gonna ignore this shit. I'm not dealing with her right now. I see how it is."
No,
It's
Ari
not
knows if she was
you.
actively up at that time, I would shout at her.
I mean, technically, I was actively up at that time.
She
You
was
know
too.
what I mean.
But it seems to me like I should just shut up for the rest of the stream because I keep putting my foot in my mouth. So.
I mean, or you could just not eat your feet.
I mean, that's a you choice. That is
No, I was
100%
gonna say,
a you choice.
what you do on your evenings with your feet is up to you, Eli.
Exactly.
Hey, Eli, do you remember at the beginning when you said tonight was going to be boring? Do you regret that now?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
I also can't laugh because then I'll have
Yes,
a coughing fit.
you can laugh because
No,
we
I
can
get a
point
coughing
out
fit.
we can point out that you are
Oh, that I'm an
helicopter.
helicopter. Yes.
Helicopter.
I've gotten Mitten saying that now.
Have you? Fantastic.
It has
Beautiful.
also.
Have you showed him the meme I made?
Worse.
Have you showed him the GIF?
It's made its way into WoW, hasn't it?
It's
Has
made
it?
its way into WoW. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm laughing at it because he was making a Lego helicopter, and I said that, and then I had to explain to it, and now he's calling it an helicopter.
Oh no. It has spread to real life too.
Yep.
Fuck me.
And
You're
all
becoming
because
famous.
all because you laugh in a circle.
Oh, the shit that I laugh.
Helicopter.
Yes, rip. Thank you, house spouse. Fuck you too.
Oh, we've all got to. All y'all have got to check your posture, courtesy of Lexi.
Yes, I checked my posture. I still sit like a fucking shrimp. What do you want from me?
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'm not posture checking today.
My posture is
not
bisexual.
You are
gremlin.
excused.
We have established this.
It doesn't say you need to fix posture. You just need to check
You
it.
just need to check on it. How are you doing, posture? Are you feeling all right? Awesome. Let's go.
Let me sit like a shrimp. Leave me alone.
In that case, I have checked said posture.
Beautiful.
I am still comfortable. I'm okay.
Awesome. Are there any upcoming releases that anyone's excited for?
Yes.
For whom the book tolls.
For whom the book tolls?
Is
that what it's called?
The bell.
For whom the bell
tolls.
Isn't that out?
I think it's out.
Yes,
technical
physical
release date is, I think, like tomorrow.
But I have it.
First, they got the ebook, and then we got the audiobook, and now we have the option of buying it.
I was about to say, I have it. How do I
Yeah,
have it if it's not out yet?
What happened was
Illegals.
Illegals? No.
She has a release date, but it's not like a hard release date. So when places get the book, they can put it on shelves.
Oh yeah, no, it's the
and
ebook
sell
I have,
it.
so it was previous
Yeah, yeah.
release. That's fine. Eli, what upcoming releases are you looking forward to? Because you wouldn't let
Well-
me talk about this on Sunday.
Yeah.
Flying for dummies. Sorry.
So it turns out that His Dark Materials has a continuation series,
It does.
and the last book is being released pretty darn soon, and Ari which because she is wonderful and fucking amazing, has put up the first 2 books on
Le Libre.
Library.
Le Librairie. Yeah.
No,
so-
it's not. It's La Bibliothèque.
La
Yeah, La Bibliothèque.
La Bibliothèque,
Everyone remembers
yes.
that from school. Le
Yeah.
Skate and La Bibliothèque.
So yes, I am very much looking forward to that. I know nothing about these books. I don't care. I want to read. I want to read.
Books.
His Dark Materials is the Golden Compass, also known as Northern Lights, Amber Spyglass, and The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. So the original trilogy came out,
I
and
remember,
then
yes.
apparently he sort of sneakily released a second half, which is another trilogy. And 2 books are out already. And the only reason that I knew about this is because Waterstones sent me an email to say, hey, as one of our customers, you might want to know that we've got the special signed, pretty hardback edition of the 3rd book in the Book of Dust series. And I was like, the fuck is the Book of Dust? And then it was like, oh, it's the second half of his Dark Materials. It's the continuation of Lyra's story. And I was like, there's more? And then, yeah, so I went and had a look into it and bought the 2 books. And they are now on La Bibliothèque for your
And then you
viewing
sent me a
pleasure.
TikTok.
Yes, and then I sent you one to go, bitch, look! Look!
And
I may have to get these hardbacks.
Yeah, no, I'm...
I am excited. I want to read these.
Oh, for non-British people, I suppose Barnes and Nobles might also have them. Children, if you could just remove yourselves from my presence for the rest of the evening, that would be great. I don't give a stuff if you believe you can't go to sleep. I believe you can. Go away.
Eunice says, leave your mom alone.
So that's the TBR for that's not the next book.
That's your
on the
upcoming
TBR?
release that you are excited about. I want
no,
to say
but,
actually,
like-
I think it's September that the book comes out. I don't think it's that soon.
Yeah, and considering how well it's gone for me with reading so far, I should have hopefully finished the next 2
October.
books.
October 23rd
Yeah.
is when we're getting the Rosefield. The first one's called something French.
Oh no,
It
not
is
the
genuine. No,
French.
it is called something French. Fuck, what's it called?
I'm sorry, that's great. Can't remember name of book. It's just something French.
Yeah, that's how I remembered it. It is called.
That's enough.
Fuck. The fuck's it called?
It is not called. It is not called fuck.
I was gonna say, I didn't know there was a book called
that
Fuck,
from
but
Istanbul.
okay,
No,
where can I get a
I'm
copy?
go find it.
La
I'll go
Belle
find-
Sauvage.
La Belle Sauvage. Thank you.
Oh, that's lame.
You are
I like fuck
not
more.
actually attacking me for that pronunciation.
No, I'm being
God
nice.
damn.
I'm being
Cool.
nice.
Stupid.
Have I just realised that one of the filters for like sorting the books on La Bibliothèque is called file birth time, and that made me really uncomfortable.
Oh. Oh.
Why?
I
Did you know? Purely out of
You have a
course it
dirty
was.
mind.
The first book that was put on La Bibliothèque was Fourth Wing.
I did know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, La Belle Sauvage, and then The Secret Commonwealth, and then The Rosefield is the third one. Oh, actually, I have a when you're a bit further along in your Duolingo journey, I have a challenge for you.
I don't want you know what the challenge is right now, Ari? I
Speaking
have
French.
I have a notepad document open constantly where I just go, this makes no sense. It keeps getting filled with sentences and I keep screaming at it. French is that like I hit my first wall I am going insane.
I decided to test my metal last night and jumped from section 2, unit 7 to the end. And it's like, okay, we'll give you a little test. If you understand this, we'll let you go. I was like, okay. And then I got it all right, and it was like, there you go then. And I was like, fuck, what have I done? No, because now I actually have to learn shit. Oh no. Kitten's had a sick child in the car, so she will not be joining us.
Aww.
Everyone's having a bad day.
Yes.
It do be a Tuesday though. So.
Yes, which is the worst day of the week, and
Tuesday
I will die on this hill.
Tuesday's variety streams with chaos.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. I really enjoy book club streams on Tuesdays. They are wonderful. From a work week perspective, Tuesdays are the worst day of the work week, and I will die on this hill.
Okay.
I agree.
You want shot, stabbed, cannon? How we killing you?
The worst day of the work week is the day ending in Y.
This is true.
Wow.
That's fair.
Yes.
I can agree to that one.
You know what? That's
Sucks in English, I must say.
Well, in Swedish it's G.
Yeah.
Is that not the
It's
same
We at
for, I
least-
was about to say that's same for German, isn't it? Because it's like...
Yeah, but it's been a while since I took German, so I don't.
I
all
remember
the weekdays.
Montag, and that's about it.
Tag. Yeah, they all end in
Yeah.
tag,
They all
don't
end in tag, so
Yeah,
it's
Except
well,
for-
guys.
No, except for Wednesday.
That's true. Yes, we have Wednesdays like basically mid of the week.
Yeah.
Midfuck. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, at least it's not as bad as French.
That is true.
everything is bad in French.
Because none of... there's no naming convention with their days of the week.
I haven't even gotten to days of the week. I'm
Don't
just
all
supposed. I'm
Stay
just
away from
supposed
it.
to talk about going to the park, and I hate it
No,
with
you're
a passion.
you're nearly past. But days of the week in French, you have lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, and dimanche.
Yeah.
Well, bless you.
But at least all of the work days of the week end in I.
This is true.
Dimanche.
That's not a work day. That's Sunday.
Yeah,
That's
no.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dimanche.
Dimanche.
D-I-M-A-N-C-H-E. Dimanche.
It sounds like demon.
Yes, it's a Sunday.
Why do?
It's the holy day.
Why do they?
Bring out the demons.
Okay, that's fair.
Mardi I always remember as Tuesday because Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I've just always loved that. Because Fat Tuesday is also what we have as Pancake Day. And so that it's just... You're eating loads of pancakes to get fat today because it's Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday, fat every day. Yeah. Just eat constantly.
Eli, did you see what's in book club?
What?
In the Gen chat? Oh, you saw it already, Ari.
Did I see
What?
what was in the
Oh
Gen
yeah,
chat?
no, I've seen this one before. I am.
Okay.
It is old.
This was made last week before.
It is old
saved it
because it
now.
is known.
Furby, there's no such thing as debating buying more books. You just buy more books.
Yes.
I did. I bought it.
Good.
The debate was more: do I want to buy 6 individuals or do I want to buy the bulked ones?
Oh.
You can't buy individuals anymore.
What do you mean?
Goose. Goose.
Oh.
What?
I'm gonna put you in the corner.
I feel like I missed a joke.
You can't buy individuals as in people.
People.
Yeah, people. Yes, you can't
Yes.
buy people anymore.
As an American in the South, I'm not commenting on that.
He's like, no comment.
There.
I shall say nothing.
Good day, sir.
So, what is everyone else looking forward to? Mythic had For Whom the Bell Tolls. Anyone else?
I've heard
Dramatized
it, but I
audio,
can't remember
Onyx
what
Storm.
it is.
Ooh, that's end of this month, right?
We've got part 1 is tomorrow,
Mhm.
and then part 2 is, I think, July.
Oh,
Also,
is it that
hi, Ems.
Hello, lovely
Oh,
daughter.
Ems.
Hello,
My
Ems.
baby's in the chat.
Hi, Ems.
Hope you're doing okay.
She's revising because she's got mocks coming up.
Oh God.
Yep.
Poor child.
Yep.
Here's the exams coming up.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
she's got the, so they do, in the year she's in now, they do mock exams. So they're like the precursors to the actual exams, but they can be used to put towards their score if for some reason that they miss one of their final exams. So they have to take them really seriously this year as if they are the real thing. And then next year she has the real thing, which will say whether she can do A levels. And if she does her A levels and gets them, then she can go to university.
However, she has recently been doing absolutely incredible.
She has. She's been absolutely smashing
And we
it.
are incredibly proud of our daughter.
She's a good egg.
We're doing all right, Ems.
Do be a good egg indeed.
Are you sure now?
Yeah, allergies.
As alright as you can be. Okay.
Yeah. I am no longer sick. I just have allergies making me sound like I'm sick.
Yeah, no, I got the sick instead. But hey, kids are fine.
Yeah.
At
Isn't it? Really? Kind of, for the most part.
What do you mean? Kids are fine.
Our youngest is like losing his voice.
Yeah, no, that's because he keeps screaming constantly every second of every hour of every day.
Do you know what? I wish that made my kids lose their voices, because it doesn't friggin' work in this house. You are the worst whisperer! Go away! They whisper like a stage show.
Yeah.
It's like, I've got to whisper, but everyone at the back of the theatre has to still be able to hear me. So I'm gonna whisper like this!
Yeah,
You're
that's what I like when I go into our kids' room and I go like, okay, you're speaking too loud. Our youngest does that, and he doesn't realize that at all times he projects his voice, and his older brother does it too now. So when they're like, no, we're not screaming, I'm like, I can literally hear you perfectly with my headphones on in your room. There are 2 concrete walls between us. This should not be happening. You are screaming.
I have important things to say.
Oh, wait. Another book that I'm waiting on coming out is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like I know that as well.
It's by V.E. Schwab. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
That also sounded very familiar.
It's the same as the Addie LaRue book. I know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a good thing I do, because no one else does, but I know what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue?
Yes. And A Darker Shade of Magic. And Gallant. She wrote those. I knew what I meant. It's fine.
Yep. Mythic did too.
Yeah, well, see, 2 of us understood me.
And the second book in the Lights Out series.
My daughter has just sent me a snap to say, loved you telling Dad to go into the corner.
I exist in the corner. It's why I like the corner of the stairs so much. It feels like home.
Because they're 90 degrees. They're quite warm.
Hey.
Hey.
No. To be gay.
Anyone else looking forward to anything?
The game's
I
God's
can't really
Play
look at
Part 2.
releases.
Ah.
And probably
Like,
Quicksilver
I
Part 2.
always look
I
at
need
what's
to-
already released.
I need to finish Quicksilver Part 1.
You do.
Or
It gets.
Quicksilver.
Honestly, it gets better.
No, I know it gets better. I hit the icky part, and if I get past the icky part, I'll be fine. Supposedly, at least.
Oh.
Luki, did you say the book you were looking forward to has already come out?
No, I can't look at releases. I always look at the books that were already released.
Ah, okay.
I don't know why it's like I get too impatient waiting on books, then I forget about them.
Yeah.
So I just stopped looking at what's going to be released and rather look at new releases in the last few months.
That's the exact reason why I tried not to start a series that's not all the way released yet.
I don't have that much of an issue with that. That's fine. But I can wait for that with like reading other books. But I don't want to wait for a certain book to come out. If it's like just the next part of a series, it's fine.
I just get annoyed on being left on a cliffhanger.
Go get her, please.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, it also depends on how the book is or how the ending is written. Some books are written in a way that the ending could be like the ending of the series, and then it's not that much of an issue. But some have like really harsh cliffhangers, and it's more annoying.
Very, very true.
I have to do a mini shout out to our adopted child, Colin, because he can hear me right now apparently. So hi, Colin.
Hello, Colin.
Hello.
Also, I just like to embarrass him because it's fun.
What mothers do, right?
Exactly. Oh. I mean, yeah, I think there's probably a load of books that I'm looking forward to. I just can't think of what they are at the moment, and then I'll get like a notification to be like, "Oh, this has been released," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot you existed."
ADHD.
Oh, I am. I have pre-ordered the new Nikita Gill book that's getting delivered in like October. But I'm excited for that. It's gonna take. I'm gonna forget about it until it appears on my doorstep. But I'm excited for that.
So it'll be a surprise then.
Do you know what? I think that's genuinely one of the best things about having ADHD is anytime you buy something that needs to be delivered, because you then completely forget of its existence, you get extra dopamine when it surprisingly shows up. And you're like, a present from me? Who could this be from? Me!
The other side, though, is when you're like staring out the window from the second you clicked order, waiting it to show up.
No, this is true. I hate Shein for that, because they send me a notification every day to update me on my order, even if it's not going to arrive for like 15 days. And I'm like, please stop. Because now I think, oh, it's going to arrive, like it's coming early, it's going to arrive today. And they're like, no, it's just on track to arrive in 10 days. I'm like, fuck you. Don't do
You got
this
Amazon
to
where
me.
they give you like a map.
As well as it
right here.
That's Furby with the deepish voice.
With what?
The deep-ish voice.
Oh, deepish. I'm zoned out in her deep dish voice, and I was very confused as to what that was.
I heard deep fish,
fish.
and I'm like, that's rude.
Yeah, I heard fish. I was like,
I like
what?
deep dish voice. He's got a real deep dish voice.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. That's it. That's my new.
Furby with the deep fish voice.
Deep. I said put on socks, not your sister's heels.
I'm sorry, Ems.
Game.
I apparently wasn't supposed to read that out loud or answer her out loud because she's like, "I'm gonna kill you." I'm sorry.
Well, we just established you're here to embarrass the children.
But yes, that is Furby with the deep dish voice.
I'm too behind on all my books to know what's coming up to get excited about.
Yes, M's like a deep dish pizza. Well done.
Very good.
I just found out
One
that
of our children is requesting you.
I just found out that a book series I read 13 years ago has a sequel series that the 4th book is still being written in. So now I'm just rereading through that and just like, I want it now.
What?
I did that. I read a book and then I was recently looking it up to suggest it for book of the month, and they're like, read the sequel now. I was like, they made a sequel?
My imaginary reading challenge book was the very first book in this series. Because dude goes to a job interview and it says, once you've finished reading this note, walk through the door. Walks through, he's in a forest in a new world.
Ooh.
He isekai'd?
Yes.
He didn't die!
It doesn't have to die to isekai.
Yeah, that's true.
Truck-kun
9
does
times out of
not.
10 though.
You can get summoned.
Truck-kun does not have to be in every isekai story.
No, it's Truck-kun's medieval brother, Cart-kun. There you go.
I love that one. I love that one.
Hit by a carriage.
Hey, you don't want to get hit by a carriage.
No, that's the
But yes,
point.
it is an isekai. It is an isekai before isekai was very popular.
Oh, thank you, Cyberus, for subscribing for your 3rd month in a row.
Who the fuck's that prick?
3rd month in a row, been streaming since October.
I paid so much for you. Shut the fuck up. You are getting more of my money, my wonderful partner.
Am I?
Also, Ems is telling us to hydrate.
Oh, well, you better do it. The teenager says so.
Yep.
Mum, I can't get to sleep.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Now. Go to bed, or I'm going to embarrass you in front of everybody. Go to bed. Oh, you'll see. Go to bed. Go.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I've got that.
Do it.
You guys are saying that in my ear. My daughter's texting me going, do it! Please, do it! Like, for fuck's sake, you're all evil.
You ass.
I think most of
Also,
us have siblings.
Emmy wants to know, Goose, why you called yourself a prick.
Because it's humorous.
There you go.
I
Your
did the
sister
subscribing
says
and then I
hi.
called my...
What?
Your dad tells you to go the fuck to sleep.
No, you're not adopted.
Excuse me, what?
I mean, technically, for me, she kind of... I mean, technically... Would she not, on a technicality for me, be...
I don't
Have
want
you
to deal with this anymore.
Signed the paper?
Well, it's not
I don't,
legally yet.
I don't want to do this anymore. Does anybody want some kids? They're barely house
I have
trained.
to.
They're not particularly nice people. And they'll wake you
Well,
up
somehow-
very
no,
early
no,
and keep
no.
you up very late. But
Let-
occasionally they'll tell you they love you, and that feels like it makes it worth
Yeah,
it.
no. No,
I'll,
we
I'll,
love
sweet,
our
I'll
kids.
sweeten the pot and say
Before-
that they can have my 3 for free as well.
There you go,
Before
9.
I make this joke, we love our kids, but we've got 6 of them and somehow managed with 6 runts of the litter.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I was gonna say
You're
I'll
saying
take
this
We
half
got
of
when
them if you
no,
pay
that's not,
shipping.
actually no, that's
stream.
not entirely fair. I don't know why she asked if she was adopted. It's been a daily thing at the moment. I don't know why, but we're. Thank you for saying I'm amazing. Go to sleep. Otherwise, you'll be saying it from the other side. I'm not gonna have friends on the other side, just kids on the other side. They'd haunt me. They'd absolutely haunt me. It's lovely to hear you guys actually being nice to each other for once, but could you actually go to sleep?
You get one or the other, not both.
Great. Go to sleep. I don't care at this point. As long as it is upstairs, I don't care where you sleep. Sleep on the friggin' ceiling. Just sleep.
So Ems has openly asked why is she asking if she's adopted,
don't know.
and I
don't have an answer for you, I'm afraid. She learnt the phrase adopted the other day, and now I get asked on a daily basis by at least one of them, am I adopted? And I'm like, no.
Just say, unfortunately not, because then I could give you back.
Oh, yeah, I know. No, I just tell them I'm going to sell them on Etsy because they're homemade. Go to bed now. Good, I'm
Well,
glad you heard it.
unfortunately not.
When you see the big packing boxes arrive, you'll know what's going on.
Ems asked, wait, which one asked?
Pip first. But all of them have asked at some point or another. Or they say it to each other as a like, I'm going to upset you now, but being like, haha, but you're adopted. And I'm like, the fuck? Okay. If you say so. Whatever floats your boat.
Do we want to take the 5-minute break now? I know there's 4 minutes technically. But...
Yeah, we'll do the 4-minute break, and then I can show you webby sitey stuff. And then
Please watch the ads. They pay for pages.
No plages.
Yes,
they pay for plages.
Not the plages.
Sounds good to me.
BRB.
Once again, my mouth
We're
and
bullying
tongue
you
have
with.
been mean
We're
to me.
bullying you with love.
more I'm here with you guys. So
Apologies for the slightly extended break there. I got a phone call of
Good.
inane nonsense.
Fair enough.
As per.
Usual.
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, I'm not available between these times on these nights. Okay, I'm gonna phone you slap bang in the middle and then be like, oh, are you busy? Yeah, a little bit.
Surprise.
Just a tad. Furby, you have a question.
Yes.
Fire away.
So it's a question for everybody.
I was about to say, you have a question. Yes, it's a question was just should have stopped there.
Well, that's why I said it's a question for everybody.
Go on then.
Mm-hmm.
So, how large is your favorite series?
Well, I wonder where you're going with that then.
How many books you mean?
You're in a place.
Yes,
Or how many pages, or
No, like number of books. Like my two favorite series, one series is 35 books and the other one's 40.
Holy shit.
Currently,
Should have about
my
25 books.
two
my
favorite series are estimated at 6 books and 5 books.
7.
11.
Yeah, no, I have a mix of like. I like a lot of trilogies, and then I have random ones that are like 9, 11. I'm trying to think. I think the longest series that I've enjoyed reading was 14. But I think it's also quite genre dependent because fantasy, for instance, tends to come in trilogies, with the occasional one going, we're gonna write loads. But obviously, like lit RPGs tend to be lots of books. I mean, God, ask the manga folks because they've got to be in the 50s and 60s.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't even.
yeah.
Oh God, I didn't even count mangas. Oh God.
Yeah.
See?
The
So
Tokyo
I
Ghoul, the
think
Tokyo Ghoul series currently.
65.
I would say 30 for Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
How many are there for One Piece now?
100 and.
I know there's over 1,000
chapters. Yeah.
Well, there's over
you meant
1,000 episodes, isn't there?
TV? Yeah. But
That's 110 books, I think.
Anime also has fillers, so
yeah,
that's true.
How many One Piece books are there? 111.
111. I was one off.
You were well done. 1,128 chapters, and as of November 2024, has 111 volumes, making One Piece the 19th longest by volume count.
Wait,
19th longest.
19th
Now,
longest.
What is the
Okay, you need to go down a whole
manga
Yes.
by
Don't worry, I'm
volume
going
count? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Follow this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, it's JoJo's.
136.
But I want to have the. I wanted the like top 5.
Hang on. No, sorry, it's not because that's been stupid.
Oh.
Golgo
the
13
Golgo 13
is number
and then
1 with
Dokuben.
216. Dokuben is second with 205. I apologize if I butcher this. Kochikame Tokyo Beat Cops with 201. Minami no Teo?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you. With 182. I went to Riku because I know Riku speaks Japanese.
I read 3 of those series.
And then
Cooking
Cooking
Papa.
Papa is 5th with 172.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Baki the Graph.
Yeah, 10th. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is 10th. I'm stopping when I'm scrolling through and stopping when I actually know something. One Piece is 19th.
Silver Fang is
and then we keep
7th.
going. And we keep going because I don't know any of these.
Hajime no Ippo is 9th.
See, you guys know stuff. I don't know stuff.
Une only knows about 2 of the like the
Fairy
2 she
Tale
mentioned.
is 52nd.
Oh, Fairy Tale. Yeah.
Yep.
I know Fairy Tale.
Hajime no Ippo, I think Une only knows because I enjoy that series. It is incredibly good.
Bleach
It's very good, yeah.
is
And
67th.
then,
Naruto is
and-
69th.
Yeah.
Gintama is 62nd.
Gintama. That is a lot
I
of
I
fucking
don't know
books.
this one,
Oh,
but what a
Detective Conan
brilliant
is
name this
27th.
is. Dirgeful Industrial Volley Boys.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's super funny, that series.
Oh, Pokemon.
One of my favourites.
Pokemon
Captain
is
Tsubasa is
90th.
23rd.
Pokemon is also dark.
Prince of Tennis is 46th.
Ooh.
Super
Duel
Mario Kun
Master
is 102.
48.
Super Mario Kun.
Yep.
Cool.
And then Seven Deadly Sins is 104.
We don't talk about that.
Inuyasha is 112.
That one is
Detective
finished
Conan
too, I
is
think.
27th.
I really don't know a
Which-
lot of mangas, I must say. I'm very much out of this world.
Initial D, 77th.
Ooh.
I'm
That one
looking for
isn't
the list, it's
finished
like-
either, or technically, well, the original run is, but they
finished,
apparently made another series.
Lowercase
Like
d.
the first 10
No, not
series
Disney.
in the list,
No.
I read 5.
Emmy
and from
says
then
good
on, it's
night,
basically
everybody.
every series I have read.
Night,
Night,
night.
Good night.
Night.
Just see.
I just got a text with like, good night, mama and friends.
Aw.
Aww.
Bless.
It can be sweet.
She's very sweet. I'm very lucky. For the most part,
so
I do
looking at
have
the-
great kids. They just
Unless they
piss
have
me
to
off.
go to sleep
Mm.
or stay asleep.
Isn't that just all of us?
Yeah, no fair. I think we can all be like,
So looking at
Goose,
the
I
longest
read your
manga,
message wrong and read it as good job on finally eating kittens.
Oh, interesting.
And was like, who's eating kittens?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So there's something you want to tell us?
But then I realised that you meant good job on finally eating, comma, kittens.
Ah. What did you say, Riku, by the way?
Looking at Golgo 13, that longest one, it is nowhere near the longest in terms of chapters, but they put 587 chapters in 216 volumes.
Oh god, we can do by chapter count. That's gonna be even
Okay,
worse.
no, we're not.
No.
Oh god.
We're not getting
Little
into that.
Rascal Kobo-chan,
'Cause-
13,780 chapters.
Yep.
Which one? Which one?
Little Rascal Kobo-chan, and it's in 117 volumes.
Yep.
And now we can drop this. Ari, you wanna show off some stuff?
I do want to show off some stuff. Good, yeah, I'm actually super excited about this. I've been working on this for ages. So it has screen. I think it's showing on the thing. I can't actually check. So someone will have to
Curator
tell
of
me if it
Myth
is.
and Legends,
Yeah.
one horde at a time.
Please make sure you pronounce the D.
Yes, horde.
Because you didn't that time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Curators of Myth and Legend, one whore at a time. I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
fair.
I'm sorry my voice cuts out. Because swallowing is hard.
Okay.
And that's why we have
That's what she said.
What she said, yes.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, gravy. Oh no. Okay. So, yeah, so, fuck's sake.
Good thing Ems went to bed, huh?
Yeah, well, no, she's used to it at this point. She's lived with me for long enough.
Well, that child has been traumatized, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Oh dear.
I don't think you're parenting properly if you don't leave them with a little bit of trauma.
Yes. But at
A little
least
bit
it's
of
like
embarrassment.
good trauma.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
You have like gentle trauma, and then you have therapy for the rest of my life trauma.
Yeah. Like
Sums it up.
yeah.
Like the trauma you can laugh about when you're like 25 to 30 years old with your parents, and then the I hate you so much trauma.
Yeah. The
Or
like
the
the like
trauma you
embarrassing,
get from
oh
your
god, do you remember when you
in-laws.
did this trauma?
Uh-huh.
And then
Yes. I would
Okay. So we have two things to announce that are for the most part finished. One is finished. The other one is awaiting me doing some last bits, but for the most part is finished. So the one that is finished is we have finally updated the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So now, not only does it actually show you the events in your time zones, not in the stupid, I had to set it to like GMT +7 to even get it correct for my own time zone, and then it wouldn't tell anyone else what it was. But you now have upcoming events for the entire month that you can click on, and they tell you about stuff.
Yay!
So you get to see, like tonight, there's no rules, no fancy themes, just books, banters, and the unpredictable joy of letting the worm winds blow where they may.
Yay.
Yay.
Also we have buttons.
We have buttons.
We have buttons. You can also search. So if you want to know about what's upcoming in our variety streams, you can see those. If you want to know what's happening in our topic talks, you can see those. Book of the month, you can see when the suggestions will be open, when the polls are going to be open, and squad challenges, you can see when the refresh is. You can also find out more about what our events do, or what they are, or when they are in general, in my artistic little section. This was all hand-coded by me. And AI, but
You did it.
by me.
You did it.
And I was very proud. And then we have our Meet the Flight section, which is... This has been a beast. Because it started as one page. And
It has
is
been
now...
reworked so many times.
It's now...
So many fucking times.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages?
I think you're up to 9.
Yeah, it's 8 or 9 pages. So obviously we have our Meet the Flight section, which tells you about all of like the flight leadership. And if you roll over them, you get funky little extra names. Then you have your individual pages for each of the squads, which have your individual leaderboards. They have like individual challenges, etc., etc. They have you guys as well. I've not added new people on. I've not finished adding images, but you are, for the instance, on the pages. We have Riku, we have Sai, we have Ember, we have Hannah, we have Pyro. Then you have the challenges section, where you can view the challenges for the month in all their glory. You can submit your challenges. This will take you through to a Google form. This is my crowning achievement, because this takes you through to a Google form that you fill in with your challenge submission, which automatically goes into a Google Sheet, organizes itself, and then the information is pulled from that Google Sheet back into our gallery. And this is a gallery of all your submissions. Now, the ones obviously for April, you guys didn't submit because this wasn't in place, so I am doing that by hand at the moment, which is why it's a work in progress. But, for instance, when you click on them, it has your pictures, which you can view in much bigger forms. It has all the things you've got to write about. It has your name, it has your title, and it has your squad. And you can see these for when I actually get them finished. You will be able to see them for all of the submissions done for all of the squads. And then, of course, we have our leaderboard, which needs updated, so don't come for me for them being wrong. We also came to the decision that Yune and I, as flight leader and second in command, every challenge we do, all our points will be amalgamated, and then at the end of the month will be split equally between the 4 squads. So that means we can do all the challenges and you guys will all get a boost. Also means we get to play games a bit, because it could be really, really close, and then we can go and chuck points at people and it can change the game. So, fun. What else is there?
Wasn't it you, Une, and Sai, technically?
Yeah, but I know Sai, and
I mean, that's fair, yes.
Sai's probably not going to do any of the challenges, so... Unless I kick him. But yeah.
I try to engage. I have an advisory role because Ari soundboards pretty much anything and everything related to book club off me, considering
24/7.
So,
literally,
that's not a joke. Literally every minute of every day is everyone deciding for book club.
All the products, well, all of the first wave of products are now up for pre-order, so you can get a mix of stuff. We have our journal with page packs. We have been able to work with some other suppliers to get some really cool things, like our bookshelf signs. We've got there's a library card game, there's a cereal, we've got book lights, dragon bookends and stands, and we have some more products coming because I've managed to get my hands on candles, and the other one was blankets. And then I have ordered the first test product for the print-on-demand service for apparel, which is a t-shirt that has the dragon emblem on the front, and then on the back has the Bookwyrms Lair and the 4 squad logos. So we're going to see what that's like, and then the print-on-demand stuff should hopefully be available to you guys to be able to order hats and tote bags and mugs and t-shirts and hoodies and joggers and leggings and socks and all sorts of other things. There's a lot. But yeah, you'll be able to choose your designs, put them on whenever you want. And then, yeah. And then we are working on our members only area, which is a very, very, very big work in progress at the moment.
It's very, very, very big does not give it justice. Monumental, legendary, something like that, maybe. Very, very, very big does not do it justice.
Yeah, it grew legs, is what happened. Because it started as we were just going to have like a members only area for you guys to be able to access special things first as members of the book club before anyone else who may stumble upon the website. Then we went, how about if we could have like interactive stuff, like a way for you to get your achievements and things like that, like directly, and have a little page with like profile badges so you could show off what achievements you have. That would be kind of cool. And then it was, well, what if we had a better way of you guys being able to get perks for subscribing without having to deal with Twitch? So we looked at adding that in, and then we also went, what if we could make Fable but better? So yeah, it's grown legs.
And wings. And several other appendages.
Oh, I'm interested in the other ones.
It's essentially Cthulhu at this point.
It's basically Cthulhu at this point, yeah.
So yes, that is a work in progress. So we will announce that when we have some more. And there is going to be a digital version of the. I'm working on it. I Icarused again. The digital version of the journal.
I thought the journal was done. fearless flight leader.
No, the physical journal's done. the digital one.
Not the digital.
I went. How do I make this cooler than just here's the digital pages, and now I'm making it interactive.
I see.
I saw somebody, right, who'd made I think it was like a finance journal, and basically whenever they filled in their bills for the month, it put like a file of facts, not a file of facts, like a file folder on a shelf in like a Google sheet or an Excel sheet. And I was like, that's really cool. Now what if you could do that with books, so that when you fill out like a review sheet to say that you've read a book that month, on another page that's more like an aesthetic room looking page, that book appears on your empty bookshelves. So then as you read and add books, they add on to your shelves. How cool would that be? And yeah. So that's grown legs too.
Are you supposed to be able to click the books to go to the review?
Yeah. So on the main page of your journal, in your digital journal, you have like it looks like a room, and you have your bookshelves, and then you can click on a book on the bookshelf, and it will take you to it'll like open like a book and take you to your book review, so you can see what you wrote about it, and you can organize them. You can move them around to organize your shelves.
I think we need to find a better term than Icarusing for you.
I like Icarusing. I like flying too close to the sun.
I don't think this is it. This is you making yourself into a fucking mecha and flying into the sun.
Well, that too. Sure. I don't know.
So just say she's creating her own universe.
Listen.
Are we gonna call her Sailor Moon now? Is that what we're going for?
Don't,
is that the joke?
I don't let things like not having the skills to do something stop me. Because basically, if it's out there, you can learn it. So fuck it.
Yeah, true.
Like, a month ago, I'd never coded anything. Now, most of the website is hand-coded pages.
At this point, I'm confused as to why you're running Shopify still. Like,
purely because I know for a fact if I try and move it to something like self-hosted, I will never finish it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like
wait. No, wait. I need to back up here. You're still never going to finish it. You do know that, right?
No, but at present it is a fully functioning website that has all the bits I need, and to be perfectly fair, the members only area I am essentially having to build from scratch because Shopify does not have the ability to host any of the stuff I need it to do. And I refuse point blank to pay stupid money for somebody to do it. So fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. Which means I essentially have to build
everything from scratch.
Well, Fable meets Patreon meets kind of Duolingo because of the badges, is what I have in my head anyway. Plus other things into a space that vehemently fights me trying to do anything. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Also, I'm telling myself this is a learning experience because I also signed up to do 100 days of code.
Of course you did.
Because that seemed like a good thing to do on day one of learning to code. And technically speaking, I have coded every day since starting it. I haven't necessarily done the code camp every day since starting it, but I have been coding. Today's was fighting with the almanac to get the calendars are a bit of a nightmare because if you want it beautifully aesthetic, you lose a lot of features like time zones, which obviously for me was a big thing. So the best option we had to have the ability for the time zone to change regardless of where you were in the world when you looked at the calendar was to embed the Google Calendar. Google has not yet caught up with the not everybody wants everything in light mode. So I'm stuck with this glaring white calendar. And then I was like, underneath it, I want a list of events. Just a list to say what events are happening. And then we put that in, and I was like, nah, that looks shit. Let's do it as cards. So we did it as cards. And then I was like, no, they're all different sizes because of the length of the descriptions. Can we hide the descriptions and make them modal? Okay, we've done that. Well, now we need to be able to sort them. So we did that. And then I was like, but then on top of that, we need to have something that talks about what the events are as an overview. Because obviously we've planned out today, literally on the fly, have planned this month's events. But if you were to look at June, for instance, it would just say Tuesday is a bookish variety stream, Sunday is a book club topic talk. So you have something that tells you what they are, and yeah, and they all grow legs. It just keeps growing legs. Meet the Flight originally started as just the leaderboards and our images. And then we decided to add the squad logos on because that made sense. Then we decided to make them clickable. I say we, I did. I was left unsupervised. So yeah, then I decided to make them clickable. So then, of course, because they were clickable, they needed lore pages. So then they got individual pages. And then it was like, well, you're working your asses off to put these challenges in to earn the points. We should show off the challenges. So then the gallery was born. And yeah.
And here we are.
And here we are, yes.
Ari being awesome.
Are we?
Yes. And now we're working out new things.
Mm-hmm. Because we never stop.
No. Never.
I also want to point out that it's kind of fun being friends with Ari because sometimes at random
it's kind of fun.
No, okay, it is fun.
I accept kind of fun. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Boring, my boring streams, and I'm only kind of fun to be around.
Yes.
You. Working well today.
You were saying, Eli.
I get random DMs all throughout the day that I know that Ari doesn't expect me to respond to at all until I have some time, and it's everything from, oh, by the way, I had this idea, I need a sounding board because Pi is obviously busy at the moment.
Yep.
To look at this page, please.
Yep. In fact, actually, today was literally link, calendar is done.
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't even write calendar is done.
No, I did.
I just want to point.
No, I did. Link, I'm fucking looking at it. Link, calendar is done.
Ah, there we go. Never
See?
mind.
Fucking
Yeah.
call me a liar.
No, you're correct. Okay.
Fight me.
I didn't see the calendar is done, and then I just looked at it. I saw the link, and I was like, okay, cool, calendar is done. I filled that in without reading the message. I'm sorry.
Or I send messages asking a question without actually asking a question. Usually when I'm asking you to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need to go through all the playlists and put them all together into a folder. And you're like, I need to hunt. Is that what you're saying? And I'm like, yes. Yes, you have to go do this. I'm telling you to go do this. Politely. Sort of.
Oh yeah, and then you get questions like, where the fuck is your genre? Oh wait, it's this thing. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because I decided to be extra. I wanted to add dramatic flair.
That's good.
So when I did my playlist, I was like, I don't want to just have like fantasy. I want to give an exactness. I want you to know when you listen to it that it's not just fantasy. It's fantasy in the Feywild. It's barefoot rituals under the moonlight. It is feral. Because I'm extra. But I also did one for each squad, so. Have stuff.
Have stuff.
Speaking of playlists, because that isn't my next point on the agenda. Absolutely 100% appreciate all of the submissions. We came away with 23 in the end, which is brilliant. Next on our agenda, the flight leadership team and myself will be going through them all and listening to them, and then we will have some points for you guys.
Mum, did any of my clothes? Because I know I'm in a blanket.
Go and look in your drawer.
They're all empty.
Don't want to? Is that the response she gave?
No, they're empty. Is what she
Oh,
said.
okay.
That child should be fast asleep though, so what the fuck she's still doing awake?
I mean, Bips only fell asleep like 10 minutes ago.
You spoke about Jojo and
Jojo.
then I went and found... No, I went and found... Oh.
The only
Yes, I'm
ones,
getting all the
literally the
flashbacks.
only things I
Thank
know
you.
from JoJo are the theme songy bit and "It's me, Dio." That's it. And that
It's
everyone
I wanted
has
to...
everybody has Kardashian lips.
I wanted to find the licking the fucking lolly where it's like fucking find it.
Someone else is gonna be like, "Hold my beer, here you go."
Just type in Kakyoin meme.
Riku,
I
is your
will
picture
at
changed
some
again?
point.
Yes, it has. It's
We
got
also now
fire.
have, if you ever want to do a big reveal, we now also have.
Okay, that was dramatic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh no. Why,
Yes,
Koba,
there is.
why?
Again, they all
I think I
have
need to
like
rewatch that anime
Botox
again.
lips.
No, it's honestly, it's something I've never like watched, but I know I should, if only
You
for the
need to.
fact that it's fucking ridiculous.
I think I've seen like 2 episodes courtesy
I
of
may
my
need to watch it
ex-husband.
again.
Is Kova, is Luxon a JS library?
Yes. It originally span out of the Moment JS library, which used to get which I used to use years ago. But it's this one's immutable and it's a bit bit more modern, I think. It seems to have less dependencies, so this seems to be the way. It seems to be the way.
Nudge, Ari.
What?
Kova linked something in VC chat.
And there's the audio to go with the GIF.
Oh no. I hate that audio.
There we go.
Oh no.
There we go. You have given me powers.
No.
I'm sorry,
Why
I can be extra mean as well. Hang on.
Oh no.
Give me a second. Settings.
Give me a fucking second.
Brown. Hey, I'm being nice to you here. Shut the fuck up.
Give me a second.
I don't. Oh God, is there a? There is a tongue emoji. There we go.
I was adding it myself.
No, I've added it.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I found a part.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It has to be under 5 seconds, doesn't it, for a soundboard?
Mm-hmm.
Watched it.
There you go.
Oh.
It's on the soundboard for Bookwyrms.
Beautiful, thank you. Yeah.
What's we have one
For
called
book,
potato?
yeah.
What is potato?
I'm a potato.
Oh, that's potato.
I'm a potato.
Yeah,
I'm a
cute.
potato.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay.
If I may have to set that as my intro
No,
to Discord.
no. You
Yes,
talked
please.
over the goose.
Yeah, we have.
The size of that fucking goose.
Did we press that at the same time?
We did. We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
That's mine.
Either way, so Kova shared a JavaScript library that might be of interest to you. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Ari.
Is it
Not
the
the JavaScript.
funky with native code and time zones? Then a library like this might be helpful. Okay. I will add it.
Dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead. Welcome to the Fourth Wing.
I love that so much. So fucking much.
Are we winding down?
I mean, we've still got 17 minutes.
I know we have 17 minutes.
Hey, Kova. So just to explain how little I know about coding and how much I like to throw myself in at the deep end. So I started with the I'm just going to code these little bits on the website for like the custom liquid section, and then went, do you know what I need? I need a bot.
Everything.
Like, I need to make a bot. So I ended up with Python download. I've never dealt with Python before in my life. I know nothing about it, but it was like, download Python. I was like, okay. I still can't make the fucker work. And I'm annoyed that I can't make the fucker work.
I'm still like I can't remember what you wanted this bot to do.
I want the bot to update Discord when I upload something to the library, but it needs to do it aesthetically.
Aesthetically.
Yes. So like it drops an embed that shows you the cover of the book and then the title and the author and tells you like this has been added to the library, so then people know that I've put new shit on there. Because at the moment, I like when people join and I send them their logins and I'm like, there are now over blah blah blah, and it started at like there are now over 200. Now we're at over 900. I'm questioning myself now. Yeah, 931. And I'm like, wouldn't it be nice if you just got a little beep, new book day?
It would be really nice.
I
Talked
think
to
that's actually
Shady
quite
about
easy, and I don't.
Because Shady has been dealing with stuff, and didn't want to burden
I don't
him
even
with
think
other
you need a bot for it necessarily.
No, she just needs a bucket cog.
No, because it'd have to go onto the
Yeah, I
librarian,
don't even-
not onto buckets.
Don't
I
even
can't-
think.
John
Don't even
will not
think
let
you
me
need
touch
that.
buckets.
I think you can use a webhook.
See, I tried that.
So in a so in a channel you can create
Yeah,
a webhook.
no,
Is this an off-stream
then you
chat
just send
or?
the webhook.
No, I tried that. So I created a channel in my testy server.
Yep.
And then I created a webhook for that channel, and then I had to put together like the API and stuff, and then I can't get it to work
Mhm.
because it doesn't like me. It's basically where I'm at. But yeah.
Yeah, webhooks do work. I've used them before for that kind of thing.
Do you not, Kittens, do you not hear the sound effect for Welcome to the Fourth Wing? Is that why you asked if it's
I
working?
think I heard it.
It took a bit, I think.
Yeah, no, it does take a minute.
It took a bit, yeah.
But yeah, I'm learning. Slowly but surely. I say slowly.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
It takes time.
I built a website in a week.
I am not sure.
I've been doing this for a job for 15, nearly 20 years.
Mhm.
I still Google the simplest things, so don't worry about it.
I mean, to be fair, AI helps. That's how I started this, was being like,
Yeah.
if I wanted to do this on the website, how would I go about doing it? And it was like, oh, well, you could just input this. And then I tried it and it worked. And I was like, oh, cool. And now that just like lit a bug. And I'm like, lit a bug? Lit a fire. Lit a bug. Fuck it. And yeah. And then we went from like, how do I make this look cooler to now the funny thing with AI is obviously because it learns how you talk and how you react to things. So basically now if I ask it to help me code anything, it will immediately be like, we could do that, sure. But you sure you don't want it with all these bells and whistles as well? And I'm like, yeah, okay, do that one. Or it'll just do it automatically.
Sure. I'm afraid we need to use math.
It will automatically input. Bye, Riku. Yeah, it'll automatically input like, oh, and by the way, I added in like this glow around the boxes and things like that because I know you like those, and I'm like, fucking don't read my mind. Okay, I was trying to do this slowly. But yeah, the plan is to eventually overhaul the entire website so that I've changed out everything because Shopify's base stuff sucks. And I'm circumnavigating.
Reminder.
I would
4
stay
weeks
away
ago.
from.
Reminder, what?
Reminder 4 weeks ago when we were talking and you were like, no, but Shopify is so nice and I like this and I can do this and I just wait and I can just drag a box here and it's really nice and it just works.
No, it was.
Then,
it was really nice because it has. You pick a theme, right? When you start at the very base, it gives you a couple of options of themes that are free, or you can buy them. Now they're fucking pricey. If you want to buy a theme, they are £200 plus. And it's all cosmetic. But on the basic stuff, for a basic website, especially if you are just selling things, it is really nice. And it's very user-friendly, whereas like Squarespace and Wix weren't. Because they expected you to already understand how to code a little bit, because to do something that I think should be relatively basic as I want to change this from this color to this color, I'm going to click a button. They were like, oh no, you need to change the CSS. And when you don't know anything about that, they may as well be speaking to me in Latin. So Shopify is fantastic, and what you can build with what it has as a base is actually pretty good. I was proud of the website that we built from just the base stuff. However, it doesn't have a lot in terms of like animation. Being able to add in the JavaScript stuff is amazing, even if it is something like, I really, really like that on the website, when you go on to the meet the flight page, it all like slow zooms in, and then you've got the pulsing glow on the words and things like that, and it's purely an aesthetic thing, but I love it. I love that it's there, And I love that when I hover over things, they get a little bit bigger and they have a glow around them. I love that stuff. And it does let me do that because it has the ability to add in custom liquid sections anywhere and as many as you want. So Meet the Flight, for instance, has some elements that are still Shopify base, and the rest of it is custom liquid. The Almanac is 100% liquid. Literally the only thing on it that the base is the page itself. Everything on the page is coded outside. But it still lets me do that, which is nice. I think the only thing that's really going to kick my arse on is what I want to do with the members area. Because I can't... One of the things I can't mess with is your members area. So when you log into the website as it is now, you get your name, your email address, your address, and any orders you've placed. I can't tweak that at all, which I think sucks, because if I'm going to log into a website, I want it to have more, I want it to have a reason for me to do that other than to just see my orders. But yeah, I can't touch that, which means that what I'm essentially having to do is build that again in a separate spot to be able to have things like, I want to have all of the achievements on the website, and then you can literally just click a box when you've filled in an achievement, and it will log when you did it, and then it will put a little badge on your profile that says you've achieved this. So then you'll be able to look throughout the year and see your achievements building up. But also you'll be able to see other members and which achievements they've got, and you can talk about it. Because that's why we do everything we do, is to have that community spirit, to have a bit of fun, and to also have reasons to talk about stuff. But I also want you guys to have spaces. So one of the things I hate about Fable, for instance, is we're running 2 book of the months this month. They are 2 different genres. I can't put them in the one book club unless I went, okay, we're going to run this book from this date till this date, and then we'll swap to this book. That's the only way for me to have
2 books.
2 books or 3 books or whatever, is to manually swap them out at a certain point. So what we're having to do at the moment is we have 2 clubs, which means we have one for the fantasy books and one for the mystery books, so they can run concurrently. That sucks. And it only works on app. You can't do anything on their website. And that sucks.
It's weird.
And so I was like, okay. So what I love about Fable is the individual chat rooms for each chapter. So how difficult really would it be to be able to do that, but under banners of month at the top, and then loads of little boxes that had genres, and then you click on one and it has, hey, we're reading this book, here's all the chat rooms for this book. Okay, well, cool. I'm I've managed to get to chapter 34 in our fantasy book this month, but I'm also listening to our romance book on audiobook, and I've got to chapter 12 on that. I want to jump between the 2 without having to go into a club, write it, go out, go into the other club, write it. You can just, I want you to just be able to literally click and have a central club lounge, essentially, where we can talk about, hey, the polls are up, the suggestions are up, blah, blah, blah. And then individual spaces that are at a click. So I'm going to build it. Because my biggest problem, and this is, I said, Eli and Shady and I had a conversation about this, is my biggest issue with anything is the minute I hit a wall and it goes, okay, you've reached what we're capable of doing. I understand what you want to do, but we're not capable of doing that with you. My brain goes, right, we have to tear it all down and move it somewhere else that's going to be able to do that. And then I will keep doing that, because every time I go to a new place, I'll hit a new wall. The joy of being able to code it is, that's my, okay, there's a wall here. Okay, well, let's knock through a door. And just keep going. And there probably will come a point where Shopify will no longer handle what we want it to handle, because I don't think I'll ever stop having ideas for book club. But
hopefully not.
When that day comes and Shopify can't handle it anymore, then thankfully I am surrounded by very techie people. We will look at self-hosting something and putting it all in one place. Because that would be really nice.
It will be.
I have to say, payment processing and shop fronts and everything like that is the one thing I have stayed very clear of in my career.
Which again is part of the
very
reason
good
where
reason.
I have to say Shopify have made that piss easy.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I had a bitch about when I was getting the products up is, one, because I wanted to put them on pre-order. That had to be done through a separate app, and they had a very specific way that things had to be inputted so that you could set them up for pre-order, so that did mean a couple of mine I had to delete and start again to set it up right. And things like bundles. So when you look, for instance, at the words are hard. We have the reading journal comes in two bundle formats. One is with 3 packs and one is with 5 packs. That's not something that Shopify can do by itself. So to be able to go, I want to choose it in this color and then add on this set number of packs and have the money change so that it fits the right cost instead of charging you individually, was another app. And that one was much more of a pain in the ass to set up, because I had to set it up in a certain way and then make sure that it was also still set up to make the pre-order people happy. Otherwise it would do one thing and not the other, and you were like, okay, this is stupid.
Yeah, because it'll essentially be wanting to create a bill of materials in the background, won't it? To say this is for this, this
and
is
then
for this.
having to try and find a way so that when the person places the order, it actually informs me of what they've actually ordered instead of just the name of the item. Because it did that for the first lot of orders. The first order I got, it told me nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's great. I really look forward to fulfilling this when I don't know what color they want and what packs they want, because it's given me no fucking information. Thankfully, was something that I could retroactively add on, and it updated. But yeah, it has made things relatively simple, and it's also given me the space to grow and play with stuff while still holding everything else. Whereas obviously if I went for I'm just going to build a website from the ground up, we wouldn't have anything right now, because I wouldn't know how to do 99% of the... Obviously they've got like the privacy policies and that all built in. They've got all the shipping stuff set up, ready to go. I wouldn't know how to do any of that. Bits! Thank you for the bits, Eli.
You're welcome.
Oh god, that webpage was white. Now I am blind.
Pat, pat. We have reached our designated end time.
We have. Was it boring tonight, Eli? Or did you have fun?
I was bored every fucking second, Ari, and you know it.
Of course you were. I'm sorry. We'll do better next time for amusing you.
I think it's because it's my first time here as well. I must have made it boring.
Do you think he's
especially talking about build
you?
materials at the end? Yeah.
I think he's just picking on you, Kova. You shouldn't stand for that.
And let me make the agenda next time.
No, I do have to say a big thank you to Eli, because he did put together the plan for tonight and the announcement for Sunday and for tonight, while I was
next Sunday, I think.
convalescing over the weekend. Oh yes, I can. Obviously the calendar does now exist, so you can obviously see what is coming up, but we do have this Sunday games based on books. which is going to be fun. So, if there's a game that you've played that you loved that came from a book, come and talk to us about it. And yes, for you WoW people, that does count. And yes, for you FF people, it does count. Just loath as I am to admit it. It's fine because I'm going to talk about Witcher, so it's only fair. But yeah, we're going to talk about your favorite games that have been based on books. We're going to compare books to their game counterparts. But also, it's not necessarily just video games. Obviously, also your visual novels, your RPGs, your board games. If it comes from a book, we want to talk about it. But we also want to talk about games you wish were based on books, or books you wish were made into a game. No spoilers, obviously, but just good vibes and nerdy glee. Come for the chat and stay for the dragons.
Yes.
And then we're going to be super mean to you.
Yes, please.
Because why not? Next week's variety night, we're actually going to judge some books by their covers in a sort of smash or pass, this versus this. And then because we thought we didn't quite push you enough with neurodivergence in fiction, next Sunday we're going to talk about trauma.
All right.
Yay.
We're going to talk about writing pain right.
I have some books for that, yeah.
Because I think we all know a book that has hurt us.
That's not the point of books.
Exactly. So. But yes.
I read many books with the poor purpose of getting hurt from them.
And then you've read books that you didn't think were going to hurt you, and they did.
Oh, I don't know. His Dark Materials. Again.
But yes, so we have a packed calendar for May. And then obviously as a reminder, we are doing Squad Challenge Refresh. That's going to come with some new things because it's going to be much shorter this month. Because we want to reset ourselves so that for June we start on the 1st. So that'll be fun. But we've got some new formats of things coming up for you. We've got lots of new exciting things on the agenda, including but not limited to more stuff. Because, you know, I don't feel like I'm busy enough yet. She says.
So we get more stuff next month.
Waiting to get told off.
By
many people.
You got told off earlier today by me, so it's okay.
I get told off regularly by everybody. It's fine. It makes very little difference because I just wait a couple of days until you're in better moods, and then I'm like, so this thing.
You got literally told like I'm being nice to you. I just went. We do not have a time limit on this. Chill the fuck out.
That's not a telling off. That was just reminding me that we didn't have a time limit on something. That wasn't a telling off.
That is the closest I'm getting to telling you off. You do know that.
That's fine. Because I have Sai, who absolutely does tell me off.
Yep.
Or he takes away my stuff.
Rude.
You're saying rude? You frickin' agreed with him. My exiled weekend. Where I lay around, lazed and read books. It was awful. It wasn't. It was actually lovely, to be fair. But I also I did miss doing things. I missed pottering on the website. I've realised this is my, you know, when old ladies retire and they take up pottering around their garden. That's the website for me. I'm just like, I'm just gonna go prune this area a bit today, I think. Maybe I'll plant something new.
Fair enough. That sounds...
See,
Yeah.
See, I put it like that. Now it sounds lovely.
Uh-huh.
See?
It wasn't the website that was the problem, Ori. It never was.
No, it's people. People are the problem. If I didn't have to deal with people, I'd get so much more done. I'm kidding. I love you all, really.
We love you too.
Yes. Yes, we do.
But yes, on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you. And we will see you, obviously, for those of you in Discord, we will see you in about 30 seconds, because we're always here. For those of you not in the Discord, you can find the Discord there. One of these days, I'm going to spell that wrong and look like a prat. You can find it there. If you've never been in PA, I do recommend it. Not only does it have this fantastic book club, but it has a lot of other amazing things. Plenty to keep you amused. Lots of new friends to make. A whole 15,000+ of them.
People.
So come on in and join the fun. For the most part, they are the good people.
For the most part.
Yeah, then we have...
I can't necessarily say that I've spoken to every single of the 15,500 people here. So there is a slight guess that there may be at least one person who's not my cup of tea.
That's fair. That's fair.
That doesn't mean they're not somebody else's. But yes, and for you Twitch watchers, we will see you on Sunday.
We will.
So
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.